Sandy Weston here with positive stuff you just need to know. And this week we're doing something a little different. Notice anything? Yep. I broke my foot. So originally I wasn't going to talk about it because you know me. What's my job in the universe? Positive stuff you need to know. But I thought about it. And now it's 11 days out. I broke it on August 9th. And I'm ready to hit you. So we're going to go through the journey together. And whether you broke your foot or you have anything in your life that dramatically changed instantly, maybe some of these tidbits can help you to get you back on your feet quicker. So let's start from the beginning. First of all, I went to Colorado this summer. I did all the outdoor stuff. Came back great. Went to Avalon with the family. Biked for hours, ran, walked, kettlebells. I came back great. What do? In my garden. Yes. I didn't parasail. Everyone's telling that joke. No. I was out all day digging holes, trying to get too much done in a day. So I was replanting things because I'm a big garden. I love my garden. It makes me so happy. And it was like 8:30 at night, kind of dark. I wanted the light to go on my, I built this fountain. It's really cool. You'll see. And my foot got caught. And instead of coming out behind the bushes, it went whoop, bam. I did go in the air, so that's some kind of excitement. And I fell on the cement and twisted my ankle. But I was sure it was just sprained because I mean, it was hurt. I took a little Tylenol, but it wasn't crazy hurt. So the next day, when my mother-in-law, my husband called my mother-in-law and said, Mom, you should take Sadie to the mini clinic. I'm like, it's sprained. It's going to go down. Well, they drugged me there anyhow. And voila, it was broken. And I was shocked because it wasn't really swollen, but I knew to lift it up. Ice, Tylenol. I put arnica on for swelling. But anyhow, and it's your whole identity. Well, guess what? There's a million things that you haven't even begun to tap into that you will. And guess what? I'll mountain bike. I'll kayak. I'm going to be the football mom because I love all those things. But in the meantime, I'm learning all these other things that I wasn't even aware of that I love doing, like the pool. Like I wasn't a big pool person, and now I can use a buoyancy belt and tread water, and I'm realizing how much I love the pool. Also, I got away from weightlifting, and because I spent more time outside and gardening and all that, and I know my body really reacts to weightlifting, and I miss it. So I can't put weight on this, but I have weights at home and people are taking me to the gym. So I'm doing a lot of weightlifting, so check back in 6 weeks. And what I found out, because I did get a second opinion, and the bone, when they took the x-rays the first time, it wasn't weight bearing, so they took a weight bearing. And so what I found out is when they did take it weight bearing, the bone is separated a little much for it to heal as quickly as it would without a screw. So I'm getting a screw put in it on Tuesday, and it's going to bring the bones closer together, which is going to be awesome because then it will just be, hopefully, like they said, 4 to 6 weeks more, which for this is amazing. And I'll be up in no time. And the operation, it's only a 15 or 20-minute operation, but I might have to get there earlier to do all the prep work, yada yada. So we'll go through that. And once I haven't been operated on, just had kids. And I'm 55 years old and never missed a beat. I mean, besides having kids, I was right back on my feet quickly. I even worked out till I delivered. I'm very fortunate with all the activity in mountain biking and kayaking and dancing and teaching classes. I've never even sprained my finger. So this was a whoop-de-doo for me. I mean, I think I got stitches when I was 9 years old and fell off my bike, but that's it. So in one night, I found out no more mountain biking, which I live the bike. Can't be gardening outside because you can't really walk around. You can't kayak. You can't hike with your dog. All the things that were my outlet. I mean, that was my mental part of what balanced my universe. I can't drive. Yo-ho, it's my right foot. I can't go into work, and I own a health club, and I can't teach classes. I was like at a sticking point that I needed to slow down so that I could really reach the other things and see what I really want in life. And my business partner, shout out to David Rambo, was saying, I know you, Sandy. It will come of something even bigger for you. And he was right. Now, I didn't want to hear that on day one, so you should wait a little bit, let me have a little bit of sadness in there, and experience it. But that's true. I was getting caught up in daily operations of what I was doing, so I couldn't see all the bigger things that I really want to do. One, finishing my book and having a #1 bestseller, which it will be. 2, doing other things that I really want to do outside with inspirational workshops and speaking engagements. And 3, things in my family that I felt like I was doing too much for them. And stepped up to the plate, boys. And guess what? They're stepping up to plate. I have to admit, I think this is going to be a great thing. I know it's going to be a great thing. I'm going to meditate more. I'm going to write more. I'm going to let people do things for me. My son realizes he can make breakfast and lunch. They can do laundry. I mean, there's a lot of little things that I wanted, to happen. So when my son goes back to school and starts thinking, oh my God, math, and oh my God, reading, and oh my God, writing, I said, dude, you've been doing it all summer in a different way, you see? And that's the same thing. I'm off my routine, but as much as possible, like getting up, if I can, make coffee in the morning, or, figure out how to get my son breakfast, what I always do, or answer emails, have the juice I'm used to drinking. Any of that, it just balances out all the other stuff. That's the change. And that's been really, really important to me. So that's a big thing. And do it for your friends. And I was just telling someone just let me know if I can get you anything. Unless they're your close friend, they're not calling you. Just say, I'd love to come over. Do you want to have guests? I want to bring you stuff. I'm coming. And then they'll tell you if they're really not up for it. And believe me, they'll take you up on it. And I've had tons of friends you can see that come, and then some that just don't get it. But trust me, you want to see people. You want to get about. You want to go and do things. It's really important. And this week, we are talking about a workout that you can do, whether your foot is broken or not. All you need a chair, some dumbbells, and if you want a ball. It's not even necessary. What I'm trying to show you this week is you can always find reasons not to reach your goal. You can always, and everyone would think I was justified, right? I broke my foot. And then I was able to go to the gym and swim, and then for the next few weeks, I'm not able to really do that. I can't get it wet, and this has to be non-weight bearing. And it's easy to say, well, of course she's eating more comfort food. She doesn't have to work out as much to be in your brain, and I'd be off the hook. But my stronger goal is to have extreme well-being and have fun with it and love it and feel good about my day. So here's a workout you can do anywhere, anytime, and it's a phenomenal workout with or without foot. It's got 4 exercises, easy peasy. You pick the weights that are right for you to complement each other. Shh. So now I'm going to stretch my back out, front and back. And you could do this on the ground, and you can do this standing and back. And then I'm going to just speed it up a little, just to get my torso going. Cool. Front and back. Okay? Here I'm going to warm up my legs. So, like I said, whether you have a boot or not, you can do the same thing. I'm going to just take one leg. This is a little heavier than this. And just bring it up and down. I'm going to do it to the side. So, you ready? Okay. Now I'm going to sit on the edge here. And for me, I'm just going to do both legs gently because if you feel any back pressure, don't do this. Hands are here. You can keep one leg down. I'm just gently bringing them in. So, I'm just using my own body weight. Right? Okay, let's do it. First thing we're going to do, I was all warmed up. I warmed my shoulders up. Everything feels great. I take some dumbbells. First exercise, there's only 4 exercises and you can make it. And I want to really work my core, my abs, my back. So by doing this on the ball, that really takes the pressure, first of all, off my foot, but it also makes your core ignite. That's what we want. More muscles, more calories, more effect. Ready? Now, quickly. All right, so here, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring them up. I'm going to sit them tall. Now my abs. Woo, I feel them. Yippee. Here we go. We're going to go up and down. I clang the weights at the top, but I'm not going to because it makes me happy. Okay, put them down. So, what did I do there? I did my upper body, my shoulders, but I also was engaging my core. And put a ball between my legs, which is making my lower stomach even engage more. And watch, I'm putting my hands here on this chair, a nice stable chair, and here we go. Now you don't have, like I said, you can start down lower. We don't want to feel lower back pain. That's different than muscles. And you can use your hands here. This makes it a little easier, and brace yourself. So you have to do it for your level, right? You can see that's easier. Now what would make it more difficult? I come forward more. All right, watch, here we go. And what would make it more difficult? Woo! No hands, Mom. Now remember, I'm starting with a strong foundation, but it all works. What else could you do? Lower body. Now we're gonna emphasize arms again. Here we go. I'm coming out, I'm gonna use my chair, and I'm gonna do dips. So level 1 is I just go down a little. Level 2 is I go down a little bit more. And then the further your feet are out from you, now I can do this because there's still no weight. I'm being good, Doc. Is the further your feet are, you go away, go out. Then you can lift the leg if it's not as challenging. Remember, I'm used to doing this, so don't try to do exactly what I'm doing, just borrow from it. Here we go. Tricep dips. So what this does is emphasize the back of the arms. So here's the deal. Look what I did. And you can do 1 cycle of that or 2. Of lower body emphasis. Happy days. Come back, arm curl. Go through that 1 time if that's a lot for you. My goal is for you to build up to 5 times. Cold beans, all good. Now, there's tons of other workouts we can do. There are on the floor workouts where I'm doing push-ups and squats, but today, there's your chair workout.
Yeah, and actually you don't have much of a scar here at all. You can't really tell even where we put the one stitch in.
Well, you know what, this guy who operated on me was pretty good.
You're too kind. But this looks good. Push on me like you're hitting the gas pedal. Push, push, push. A little bit of pain or no?
No.
Pull your foot back towards your body. Pull, pull, pull. Any pain?
No. It's like a twinge, like I get when I...
When you come out of the boot?
Well, let's say because I wasn't unwrapping the boot.
And just relax. 2 more things. Push towards the wall over there. This one you might feel a little bit. No? Feel okay? Push, 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 push. Okay, and push towards the cameraman here.
Bennett.
Push, push, push. No? Okay.
No.
All right, good.
It's just a tingly. You know what I mean?
I'm still going to send you for a little bit of physical therapy just to work on it, most of your calf muscle, because if you put your bring your other leg up, just side by side, your calf muscle, I'm sure, is atrophied or gotten a little bit smaller just from being in the boot and using the crutches when you're non-weight bearing for a month. Mostly like stretching, strengthening, range of motion exercises.
Okay.
The second week they'll get you onto the bike, working on your cardio and your leg power and strength, your endurance, and then week 3 they'll get you on the treadmill, get you walking.
So they'll let me know when I'm ready to go dance class.
That'll probably be, dance class will probably be more like a month. Spinning will probably be just 2 or 3 weeks from now is fine. Yeah.
See, I think I've been cheating. God. Oh my God. 9.5 weeks later. The boot is off. I'm so excited. This has been such an amazing experience. I don't know if I would have said that at the beginning, but I really do feel the universe knows just what you need. Because if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have met such many amazing people. I met so many amazing people. I've decided I'm putting a physical therapy clinic in our health club, which is unbelievable. I've learned patience. I've learned to take a step back. I've developed other parts of my personality that I didn't even know existed. There are businesses that I've been really, really wanting to do, but I've been putting it off, and big picture things because I was so busy doing my daily stuff and daily operations at home in the business. And when you have to slow down, you have 2 choices. 1, you can sit and keep thinking about all the things you can't do, or take that time and really use it and develop all these other things that you didn't even know you wanted to do or that was part of your personality. I don't want to do it again, but I'm glad it happened. I'm excited. I hope that I can carry on more of that stuff with me, and that I take a step back now and then and do my 3 breaths to realize, wait a minute, that was the old Sandy. The new Sandy, do I really want to do that? Is that who I really am? Do I feel like that really is what I want to do at this time? Do I really want to spend time with those people? And then keep continuing on with my big dreams and a lot of the big plans that I put in the works. And I'm just truly grateful and thankful. And my foot still's really weird, so I'm gonna go to physical therapy because it feels weird, like there's weird sensations, but I'm 100% back. So, controversy of I broke my 5th metatarsal, completely broke. Pros and cons of putting the screw in. Okay, so now the screw's in, it's a very straight screw.
Correct.
Will that come with some aching until it completely heals because there's a screw in there, or what's the achy feeling? And why did we do the screw?
Okay, so you do the screw because the fracture piece, the fragment, was separated from the main part of the bone, which means it's just floating around in there. And there's a big muscle that controls the leg movement up and down. So if you don't put that fragment back together again, the muscle of your whole leg that goes all the way up here doesn't work.
You can't just say I broke my foot and be clear.
Right, you have to know. See,
by the way, I think after my surgery, my foot's looking better. It's not as ugly anymore.
And I don't remember the before of it, but it does look like a fabulous result.
Okay. All right. So now. What?
So now, because you were born with these mechanics,
yeah,
that the flat foot, the bunions,
and that's all from toe
we
dancing,
now have to protect the screw and the rest of the foot so it gets strong.
Okay.
So we're going to put your foot in a neutral position, which the muscles of the foot and the leg, and really the rest of the extremity, will function at its best capability,
okay,
at its best capacity.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do. So we make a mold. The mold is an exact replica of your foot. We make the mold, we send it to a lab. They put it on a computer, and then I tell them how much correction we need to put in there. A lot of times...
How long does this take? 6 months?
2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes there's too much correction, and I have to reduce it until you get used to it. And that what might have
That's
happened
what I didn't do.
in the old days.
Yeah, I was young.
In the old days, I
Foolish.
was using plastics. Now I use foams. So
Okay. Okay.
that's why it's going to be a much better. We're doing 5th metatarsal. This is a bone on the outside of the foot that connects the middle of your foot to the front of your foot. It runs in this direction. It has three sections. It has what we call a base, and then we have the shaft, and then we have the head of the bone. And it attaches right to the small toe. It's probably one of the most commonly fractured bones in the foot, and it usually occurs when the foot twists in this kind of motion. It's common after or with an ankle sprain. And the bone separates, and because there's a big tendon that controls the foot from flattening and raising up, that tendon usually pulls a piece of the bone off, and that's why we have to put a screw in there to stabilize not only the bone, to get the two pieces back together, to stabilize the tendon. That's what we did with Sandy. So what we want to do with Sandy then, we like to support the foot with something like this called an orthotic device. And what it does is supports the heel and the arch and allows the foot to function in its best position by balancing all the muscles of the foot, leg, thigh. And then it also supports the outside of the foot where we have that screw in place along the outside of that bone. This could be worn and should be worn in all your activity. Okay? So when she's walking around, the only time we don't ask them to do it is at a party or when you're at home and you're barefoot. But that's all the protection you need. It would be almost like like a brace after an injury. Okay? Once you have been fitted for this, I think it's a good idea that you can return to exercise on a gradual basis. So we'll start usually with a bike, recumbent bike or a straight up bike. We can swim, we can do water jog. Then we can transition them into elliptical training. With elliptical training, we like them to keep their feet flat on the ground. We don't like them bopping, don't like the heel, by the way, coming off the ground, off the equipment. We want a flat, almost cross-country effect, okay? Then, once they're comfortable with that, with pain-free, using this device, then we can progress them into spin, we progress them into boot camps, that kind of thing. Aerobic impact we use last. And after an injury like Sandy's, we're talking about it would be most likely 2 to 2.5 months post-injury.
She was saying that I should get something that gives me a lot of support.
Exactly.
And she was saying that because I'm flat foot, you want an arch, but she said your doctor's going to tell you you don't want too much to prone it out, so because there's too much pressure on this.
That's why you want it custom.
But she meant for a sneaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she meant for my sneaker.
So you should have a mild stability shoe, and I'll
So,
give you a list.
Okay.
So that's what we have to do.
And then
Stability
no, like
shoe.
even like my cowboy boots with if they even have a little heel, don't like my Bournes that
No, I think cowboy boots are great because they're supportive.
yeah.
I think these are great. They're
Really,
supportive.
yeah. Oh, by the way, Croce said they were good. He was like, oh,
Yeah.
like Dark Martens, cause
These are fine.
yeah.
Your sneakers have to be a stability sneaker, and we got to get you an insole.
So my cowboy boots, there's you know how like they only have a little heel like that. They're okay to wear.
Yeah.
Doesn't throw me too far
Yeah,
forward.
because,
We're good.
yeah, because they stabilize the ankle too. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do some stability footwear for you,
Okay.
for sneakers. We're going to add a temporary shoe orthotic.
Okay.
We're going to make a custom orthotic just for you because of the mechanics you have.
Okay.
That is going to be your life sentence because it's going to make you function better, it's going to protect you, we don't have to worry about another incident.
All right. Cool.
We're also going to do it for your dress shoes.
Okay.
So, the other thing with physical therapy, which I love,
Right.
we need to have you protected in physical therapy.
Right.
So we're going to do the shoe and the insert, your exercises there, as
Okay.
opposed to what they want in barefoot.
Okay. So do it with shoe and insert.
Right.
Cool. And then how about? Do you want me to mix in anything with Tracy and movement?
Well, I love movement
Right.
because you have to learn the proper movement. I mean, mechanics are so important. So I correct you statically with the
Yeah,
insert,
yeah.
and then he can look at your dynamics.
Okay. And what about all that stuff that caused me more pain in childbirth?
The things he does, it's fabulous because you milk out all the waste products, trigger points. It's
Okay.
great stuff.
All right. All right. Because he's gonna come to the gym and do that. Now, one thing.
We're going to do temporary insole. We want you in a stability sneaker.
Right. And then
We
when
still
are
want you
you?
flat. When I talk about elliptical, I still want you doing flat. If you're on a recumbent bike, I want you doing this.
So, but in physical therapy, you can do all that stuff that they do.
As long as you have a sneaker and the support in it.
Okay. So you're okay with my biking? My biking feels great.
Yeah. But that,
Not mountain
everything-
biking off cliffs,
Right.
but biking.
Right.
That's
And
great.
everything we do now is stability shoe and insert. And then,
Because it's 12 weeks post-op.
right, stability shoe and an insert. And you need a stability shoe anyway because of your horrible foot mechanics. We also are going to then
He loves me.
put you into like a real orthotic.